In that, I mean, he started discharging his duty. According to what we have, information reaching us today that he's sacked the executive council members, including the SSG. So he has started discharging his duties. I think that should be the latest, except for what, Mr. Dan, you're telling us concerning him also having to have sworn in.
Absolutely, he has this.
And met with traditional rulers.
With the chairman of traditional council.
Somebody is saying something. Let's take from it. Dan, the governor, that's Dan Baba, the governor, has started, this is Onyechi saying, has started discharging his duty. Where is the proof?
Well, I think that question is the most appropriate thing.
Let
me put this across.
Yeah, you will take your time. Yes, I will give you your time.
Yes, let me just put this across. The fundamental thing that we should note is this. If the Executive Council, the body of commissioners, had actually done what they were supposed to do, I mean, I'm sure that would not be in this mess. And the point is that as at the time that, okay, the man was in Germany and the United States, I think it was due to the Executive Council to have come up with the appropriate declaration. Because nobody could dispute.
Could that have happened if he had transmitted a letter before leaving?
No, he couldn't even transmit a letter. If he had transmitted a letter that, okay, I'm going on medical leave or whatever, the constitution does not stipulate a medical leave period. And on that basis, they probably would not be in a position to do that. Except if they are convinced that the man was not in a fit state to dispense the duties of the governor. But the point is this. If, as at the time that the man was in Germany, we all knew that this man was completely in a vegetative state. He was in a state that he could not even recognize his wife. That one was, I mean, much certain. The same thing happened for so much, for a long time when he was in the United States. But we must realize that even before this man, after this man left Nigeria, for several months thereafter, the deputy governor was not even allowed to assume the acting governor status.
This is false.
So what is true?
Absolutely false.
No, it's, I mean,
3 weeks, barely 3 weeks, within 3 weeks after the accident, the House of Assembly, of its own volition, without any pressure from any third party, resolved applying the same doctrine of necessity which the National Assembly used in the case of Umaru Yar'Adua.
Absolutely.
And appoint.
You remember how long it took us to even take care of the case of Yar'Adua.
Go ahead.
So the House of Assembly resolved and gave mandate to the deputy governor to act as the acting governor. 3 weeks, within 3 weeks of the accident. So the issue that the deputy governor did not act is untrue.
Yeah.
What I want to bring out very clearly here is that there has been too much speculations, too much hearsay, and regrettably, some chieftains of even the media have been involved in these speculations without ascertaining the facts on ground. Yes, Baba had an accident. He left Nigeria unconscious. Very true. But he recovered. If you say he was in a vegetative state when he went to Germany, what you saw on the screen here, is it the same state that he was when he went to Germany? Certainly no.
There seems to be a collaboration here. Don't lose your thought line. Yes. This is coming from Wajim. It says, reports from friends in Jalingo says Governor Dan Baba Suntai has addressed the state on TTV.
Yes, the state television.
What is TTV?
State television, Taraba television.
Oh, Taraba television.
He has. Okay. While I was on my way here, I received several calls affirming that he swore in the SSG and then made a broadcast to the state.
If this is true,
if you have reporters in Jalingo,
I'm sorry.
If you have reporters in Jalingo, you pause and ask them.
Please.
Yeah, but I'm sure by the time the flagship news is on tonight, we'll get all of that.
This is why channels neglected Taraba.
No, that's not true.
You do not have offices in Taraba.
That's not true.
They even neglected Taraba.
That's not true.
You all did.
Today's broadcast was first.
If you had a correspondent in
Television was the first to break the news that he has sacked.
Yeah, but you have no offices in Taraba.
We know that we need to face up with this man here.
Malam Danabu, you know what? One thing is this. So, I will very much be comfortable. The governor of Taraba owes allegiance. He owes allegiance. I just don't want to hold it perpetually. So that is why I quickly, came in. If the governor of Taraba, after coming in, at least since how long now? If
the man just came on Sunday.
The man who has the ability.
The man who has
the ability to address the TTV in Jalingo The man who has the ability to address TTV in Jalingo could have addressed a world press conference. It's not the one that will be calling everybody. Please come and listen to me. Come and listen to me. Probably this night we'll be watching it.
The law does not ask of him upon resumption to address a world press conference.
No, the point is this.
So why are you putting such a burden on him?
We as employers, we want to know.
In the circumstances.
No, what I'm saying is this.
The man has addressed the state.
No,
he has addressed the state.
We as employers who are concerned for Taraba people, we are concerned. We are saying that we want to see this man.
He has already addressed the state.
We have suffered too much.
The arguments you are making are argumentative.
Sorry, the arguments are when the man was healthy. When the man was healthy for 6 years, he did not record substantial achievements.
No, you can't say that about him.
I'm sorry.
You can't say that.
I think perspectives.
He has been a silent achiever. He does not grab the media.
Achievements speak. Even when you are silent. I mean, look at the governor in the show. He has not been looking so much. I don't want to castigate the person of Suntai.
These are part of the speculation.
No. I'm sorry. Look,
let us sit here in Lagos and speculate about Taraba.
Let me give you.
You have never been to Taraba.
Let me give you facts.
You have never seen Taraba.
Let me give you facts. Let me give you facts. Unfortunately.
You speculate about Taraba. Have you ever been to Taraba?
Yeah, because you were not keeping.
Have you ever been to Taraba?
Because you were not guarding the gate of Taraba. You didn't know when I came in. And when I went out.
No, many people stay in Lagos.
You cannot say that.
And make assessments.
Places they have never visited. Let me tell you this. Let me give you factual.
For 6 years, this man has been a silent achiever. I tell you something.
Sorry, let me give you facts.
In all the 6 years that Baba was governor of Taraba.
Let me give you facts that will show you that I have been in Taraba on several occasions.
Hold your thought on the facts.
I'm a lawyer.
Sorry,
and an elected politician lawyer.
When on break, you were talking about the facts you know about Taraba. Yeah. Given all of these circumstances, if he has assumed duties, then there are no more legal implications for calling on for Section 189 or whatever, calling for a medical team led by a medical team of 5 with somebody from his own medical team and somebody from the Nigerian Medical Association and all of that. That cannot be happening now if he has already assumed duty. Do you agree or disagree with this?
Let me correct that impression, please. The point is this. If the fact that a governor is physically seen or is talking does not mean that he's physically and mentally capable of carrying out the duties of a governor. And you agree with me. Yeah, it takes more than that. The point is this. I mean, if I give you a piece of paper, somebody in a state of fugue, it doesn't mean that he won't be able to speak. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to speak. He will be able to read things out and what have you, as probably might be prepared and whatever. But the point is like, can he have enough cogitative ability to be able to reason issues out? When it's not a question of they gave him a file, he signed. No, the governor's duties, go beyond that. It requires him to be able to assess situation, provide solution to problems, generate ideas, implement ideas. That is the duty of, the duty of a governor.
Do you agree with this? If you don't agree with this, what are the things we should be saying to address all of the controversies? There is controversy.
Great. I think we are having a problem of hangover from too long military rule. We are in a constitutional democracy. Section 5 subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution vests upon the executive governor the executive powers of the state and provides that he can exercise that power directly or through the deputy governor or commissioners or officers of the public service. That's what the Constitution says. The Constitution does not expect a governor to be an all-knowing governor, to be the governor that does everything all through the state. No,
coordinate their affairs.
It provides so.
Question of him so that is why the Constitution allows him. Please, this is the.
Could you let me finish?
Would you be polite to let me finish? That he should have.
So would you be polite to let me finish?
Let's hear him. Let's hear him for some seconds. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, Dambaba, under the Constitution, like any other governor, has the prerogative of using his deputy governor, officers of the public service, as provided by the Constitution, in discharging government functions. And this explains why he has dissolved his executive. Now, my friend spoke a couple of minutes ago, that there has been no activity in Taraba. This is very unfair and untrue.
No, how would I say
in all the 6 years that Dan Baba has been governor of Taraba State,
their legitimate businesses. No, he's representing my position.
For the 6 years he's been governor, two-term governor, you cannot see Dan Baba give any major press interview.
I'm not going.
The man is press shy.
I think we shouldn't go into that.
Okay.
What I want us to trash out, please, madam.
Let's take my big brother. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Is Dan Baba fit, and is he ruling? Is he having the affairs of the state of Taraba intact?
They are ruling on his behalf.
Absolutely. People are very happy that he has returned. He has addressed the people a couple of minutes ago. Dan Baba is fit, sound, ready, and willing to discharge his office.
I don't believe it's such a state to be able to rule the state. The fact that, okay, he addressed maybe a group of people and what have you does not mean that this man is has the ability to carry out the functions of the government. No, I don't have any
speculation.
The point I'm making is
just pure speculation.
Have you? I don't know whether you have seen him. I don't know whether you have seen him addressing a press conference. I don't know whether you have seen him signing a document. I don't know whether you have seen him identifying people. We were only told on TV that he recognized me, and what have you. And that is something that sycophants can effectively
out
do.
Of the mouth of 2 or 3 shall truth be confirmed.
It doesn't mean conspirators.
2, 3 people have confirmed the truth.
Conspirators can pay lies and it will look like truth.
Or 3.
I agree.
Truth is confirmed.
You agree with me.
This
is speculation here.
To receive him.
Absolutely, no, it doesn't matter. I mean, we know Jerry Ghana for quite a long while. I mean, he is a sympathizer of the governor. No,
you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? It's.
We don't want him to rule by his wife.
Sorry. It's quite a pathetic story. Talking about his ass accident that happened and all of that. But I'm going to give you the next 20 seconds to round off on this, on what is happening in Taraba State and Dan Baba Suntai.
Like I said in my opening remarks, what has been happening in Taraba State has been an issue of lawlessness by some sections of the House of Assembly. Dan Baba, by the provisions of Section 190 of the Constitution, acted rightly when he notified the House about his return. The House has no constitutional mandate to reject, accept, vary, or stipulate conditions for Dan Baba.
Thank you very much.
There is a separation of powers.
Thank you very much.
The legislature cannot.
I want to give a chance to say his own.
Thank you. The situation in Taraba today is one that the Speaker of the House and legitimate members of the House are saying that we want to know it is the governor that wrote this letter to us. We want to know what the governor is fit. We have the power, to demand that we want to know whether the governor is medically fit to carry on the duties of the governor.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We've been discussing Dan Baba and the governor. That's the governor of Taraba State. Obviously, the days ahead will tell us more about the things happening in Taraba State. We should expect him to come up publicly to do 1 or 2 things. And until then, it's been Face Off on Channels Television. Stay blessed. Good night.